Check it.
Hello and welcome to Get Fit Walking from Sport Walk. In the last edition, we talked about 2 of the 3 steps you can take to adapt how you walk so that your technique is as efficient and effective as it can be. We looked at cadence and stride length. On their own, these 2 factors will ensure that you're moving as smoothly and as efficiently as possible. And that's really important because if you're not moving efficiently, then you're wasting effort. It's vital to make this change first. So if you haven't watched that edition yet, I strongly recommend you go and watch it before watching this one, because we're now going to talk about how you can add power, and that's really going to boost the effectiveness of your walking for fitness. The way we add power, the 3rd step in the technique adaptation process, is to focus on what we call leg drive, and to fundamentally change how you generate forward propulsion in the first place. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, I know how to walk, I've been doing it all my life. All I need to do is just work a bit harder. Well, that's actually probably not the case. You see, just as with cadence, no one ever taught us how to actually generate the power to propel us along when walking. We just put one foot in front of the other and away we went. But now you're looking to get more out of walking, to use this simple process to give you a sporting and fitness benefit. It's vital to ensure that the way you walk fits the outcome you want, which is why it's so valuable to refine and adapt the way you walk early on in the process. So, what is leg drive? How do you achieve it? And how do you change what you currently do? Well, the simplest way to explain it is to look at what most people do at the moment. Often, when you look to walk faster, you project your leading leg forwards to reach out with your stride. After all, this is the direction you're moving in, so it makes sense to stride out with that leading leg in order to gain more speed. There's even a widely used phrase to describe this: best foot forward. But the problem with this approach is that this motion both extends your stride length as you reach out with that front leg, and it effectively means that this front leg then has to pull your whole body weight past it. And this is a really inefficient way of getting the power down. Leg drive flips this whole power movement process around, and more importantly, it brings into play the biggest, most powerful muscle in your whole body, your gluteus maximus, or glutes for short. And if you're not quite sure which muscle I'm talking about, it's your bum cheeks. So instead of projecting your leading leg forwards, you focus on driving your legs backwards, because that harnesses the huge potential contained within your glutes. When your leading leg moves forward and you start a new stride, don't put any effort into throwing this leg forwards. Instead, just let it swing forward naturally and then seek to place it on the ground quite close to your body, as we showed you for shortening your stride length. Next, and this is where the leg drive motion begins, you let this leg move backwards until it's under your body, again without any effort. Once this leg is directly under your body, drive it backwards using the power from your glutes. This generates forward movement, and it can propel you forwards with more speed and strength than anything you might have done before. So the fundamental principle of leg drive is to effectively reverse the process that you may have used in the past. You don't put any effort into what happens in front of the body, you create power and drive it out the back. Now, I must point out this won't come easy to start with. You're effectively unlearning everything that's got you to this stage in your life in terms of how you walk, but it will be utterly transformative. To start with, you just need to make that simple change, to just let your leading legs flow out in front of you without any effort, and then to apply the power as your legs move under your body and out the back. To master engaging your glutes, you will need to do some exercises so that you can feel how the glutes work and also to fire them up in the first place. I'd recommend watching our video all about leg drive to help with this, but don't be put off by the fact that you'll need to do a little practice to get this technique right. It will make such a difference to your walking, especially when you combine it with a higher cadence and shorter stride length, that you'll wish you'd learnt about it sooner. Once you've perfected the leg drive process and combined it with your refined cadence and stride length, you'll be able to walk at a speed you never thought possible with far less effort. And that means that you'll be able to sustain walking at a higher pace for longer, giving you big fitness gains and opening up the whole world of sport walking and all that it offers you. So let's just recap. Let your leading leg swing out in front of you without using any effort. Let this stride progress naturally, again without any effort, until the leg is directly under your body. Then harness your gluteus maximus muscle and drive the leg backwards until the stride naturally reaches its limit, and then repeat with the other leg. Watch our leg drive video to get more in-depth guidance on exactly how to perfect this move. You can use this new technique in combination with your higher cadence and shorter stride length to build a really effective fitness walking program. Or it can power your adventures into the world of sport walking. Whatever the outcome, you'll be walking like a pro, and that means you're going to get the best results possible whatever you do. If you have any questions, leave a comment and we'll do our best to answer them, or we'll include them in another show so that we can go into more detail. If you're not already a subscriber to the Sport Walk channel on YouTube, I'd recommend signing up, because then you'll get notified whenever new content's released. If you're on Facebook, then join our community group where you'll find support from others on a similar path to you. And if you're on Strava, come and join our Sport Walk Club so you can get encouragement from other members. But for now, keep walking fast, keep making it count, and I'll see you again soon for another edition of Get Fit Walking.